Hello, everyone. Welcome to the stream. Glad to be back in front of you guys this Tuesday. Really looking forward to getting inside the game with you as we're jumping in right now. Really appreciate you all joining. First off, welcome to the stream. Welcome everybody in chat. We've got Pitnitis in the chat, Leonard Z and Gorilla21 all joining. We've got a couple things that we're going to be doing today. First off, apologies for yesterday. My daughter had some appointments that I needed to take her to, and then she decided not to sleep the night before as well. And I was just dead and not feeling well. I was sick. You can probably tell a little bit of my voice is a little weird. Battling through it though. Got a good night's sleep last night. Luckily, because I was feeling pretty rough. I'm not gonna lie. But here today, glad to be back in front of you on the continued daily streams for Rise of Kingdoms. Jordan Brown's in the house. Welcome. IZX Iceman's in the house as well with the old dab. Then we've got Arnud Rude, first member chat in the chat. Thank you for joining. So we have a couple things to do today. First off, level 7 passes are opening in the Desert Conquest KvK that Kingdom 916 is currently a part of. Don't expect any kind of, fights because we've kind of already solidified the area. Like, they've got some fortresses around their starting zone, but there's really not much when it comes to them taking any spots that mean anything. So I've got my garrison in here, and I've been getting some very good reports for people deciding to come by and tap my pass. I'm not sure why they did it, but yeah, some free kills there. That was nice. Same here. Belisarius Lancelot. I think they just planned on taking the pass, thinking we just didn't have it manned. Of course we have it manned. How dare you? This was actually a proper rally. I'm trying to take it, but again, only 2 reinforcements on a Pakal Herald against a maxed out Flavius Scipio with proper gear. Just did not work out very well. This was zero reinforcements on our end. They actually had a couple reinforcements and still ended up defeated. Here's another one. Nope. This was, what is this? Oh, this was a city rally. This was a city rally. This is when we were invading their zone 6s. But anywho, so again, we've basically got level 5 areas, level 6 areas, all secured. The 5 areas are at the 12, 3, 6, and 9 positions. And then the level 6 areas are at the 1, 2, 4, 5, 7, 8, 10, 11 positions. Right? If you're following with me. And then we have a little... What's that game? It was a game that had 4 quadrants and you had to it's like Simon Says maybe or something like that. I can't remember. Anyway, it was a button game that had 4 different colors on the quadrant. And it would do a certain sequence and you had to repeat the sequence. That's kind of what the middle looks like. So level 7 areas are these green areas right here. So Aeroth, Victoria, Sabox, and Nagato. Or Nagato. I'm not sure how you describe that. But these are level 7 areas. And as you can see, if it's gold or like a brown, dirty brown color, that's our coalition. That's our kingdom. That's our camp. And as you can see, we're surrounding all the level 7 areas. For our opponents, which in the water camp and wind camp are blue and purple, respectively, they would have to have desert fortresses that connect to these passes to be able to get into these areas. And we've effectively shut them out of that area. So this is going to be a non-fighting, pass battle. And knowing that, I think we're going to go and see some of the other more epic KvK battles that are happening currently in Rise of Kingdoms. Certainly the 254 and 556 one comes to mind. And then we can go check in on 860 and see how much more progress they've made against a waning 21. And I think it's 603. I'm not 100%. So we have some other KvKs to take a peek at. We also have a little Esmeralda to do as well. And then finally, we have just in general, checking out the game and seeing what's going on, and I hope you're having a fine day out there, everybody. So Raging Robot's in the house as well. Dentist coming in the house. This isn't Candy Crush. What the F? Yeah. I know you're disappointed. I know you're disappointed. It's okay. It's okay. But I'm sitting here waiting for this pass to be taken. Again, this is not going to be a fighting situation. This is just going to be, you know, us taking the passes and starting to flag out. Captain Hook is in the house as well. Prime Gaming 85. Hello. I'm doing very well. Thank you for asking. And again, what we'll do here, you know, because we got 20 some minutes or so until this pass opens, we can also go and do a little jumping around and seeing what some of these other KvKs look like. Let's type in 1254, and here they are. We can go take a peek, and we'll look at both because there's 2 level 6 passes that have some fights. I was watching it on some of the other streams that were out there. We've got this one over here, not level 6. I'm sorry. Well, it is level 6, but ultimately level 5 for 254 and 556, and then level 6 passes for the other side. But let's see here. So this one over here, they're making some headway. Not nearly as stacked from a defensive standpoint. Everything is in Fuego. Baba's over here. We have a Baba sighting. And 556 is kind of, you know, doing their thing over here. TN also. Just kind of rolling around. So just looking at the left pass for the 254 556 battle, and obviously there's other kingdoms involved. There's 2224 and 2001, I think. No, not 2001. You're saying 286 315. Okay, I'll take a peek. That's the other pass, I'm assuming. 286 315. Yeah, it's the other pass. This is the other pass. There's multiple rallies going on. Looks like a Gilganebu. Okay. That should be doing some pretty good damage if they're not swarming it. Would be interesting. Interesting to see. Yeah, my chat's not loading, guys. I'm not sure why. It just isn't loading on the PC version anymore. So makes it a bit difficult to get reports. 846 against 365 has no fighting anymore. Wind beat water zone just needs to be cleared. Yeah, Arnood, I'm waiting for the next zones to open up for that one to see about some more viewing of that KvK, but I can't wait until 846 and 365 camps, coalitions merge together and start smacking each other around for sure. Noob, today was interesting for me. Had a civil war. Okay, what kingdom was that? Since this morning and kicked the top 3rd strongest alliance in the kingdom out of the kingdom. Well, there you go. I guess they were 3rd for a reason. Leonards, I think the best marches for infantry and champions of Olympia. This is kind of off topic, but Alex Hero, Juan Scipio, and Sun YSG. Okay. You always got to drop Sun Tzu YSG in there, I know. Scabees Nax. Drago, is France a viable civ for infantry rallies? Absolutely. Absolutely. I would prefer Viking, just because you get two damage modifiers. But certainly France is a viable civ for infantry rallies. I would prefer actually Arabia in general, just because you get a 5% damage bonus to all rallies. Eventually, infantry civilizations will stop getting the frickin' shaft, right? So far, we don't have a troop training speed civilization for infantry. Now, with Egypt out, giving a 5% rally damage bonus to archer, well, in general, but it's for archer units and bonuses. Infantry now is the only civilization that doesn't have a 5% rally damage bonus. Yeah, eventually they're going to start, you know, saying, hey, maybe we should stop screwing over the infantry players. But until they do, it's only been 3.5 years, almost 4 years in the game. They'll figure it out, right? Joker, you have to restart the game. It's since the new update. I have restarted the game. It's still not working for me. Weird. Saad 860. Hey Drago, looks like memes made us very angry at 2. Yeah, it sounds like it, man. Y'all starting to push back now. I think ever since y'all stopped going after both sides and you consolidated on the one side and you got everybody refocused, that's the 860 I'm familiar with. But until then, not sure what that is. Until then, it was looking a little rough for you guys, but I'm glad you guys got turned around. It's looking like it's going to make that KvK a lot more reasonable. Instead of the steamroll that it was looking like. Following these rallies, by the way. Got 2 rallies rolling, an Attila Takeda rally and a Pakal Herald rally, both from Kingdom 228. They're rolling. They're going towards a city of some kind, likely down this direction. This flag is YE. These are both YE, 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 Y. I am. Here we go. This is a 148. I mean, the rally looks like it's doing a pretty darn good job. And they've got these people just sitting here waiting to kill the people that are rallying the city instead of garrisoning it. Interesting. Infantry does not suck, the man. How dare you? This channel was founded on being infantry gang. Come on. Should I get the new Egypt skin in the event? Of course. If it's free, you should always get whatever event is free. I mean, I know the spin event is not, free. Uses gems, but there's also gold heads in there too that you're going to want to get, right? All right, so that guy was online because he just healed up after that rally. Let's see where these are going. These guys are going to Zimbabwe. These guys are going to Wakanda. There's nothing down here. Where are you going? Huh. Prime Gaming, what do you think? Meta, by the way, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, my friend. Hello to you. Prime Gaming 85, what do you think? Who I should focus next, Chandra or Bert? That's a rough one, man. Do you have Nevsky maxed? Do you have Scipio maxed? And will you have Boudica maxed? If the answer is no to any of those three, I would say those are the ones you need to focus on, not Nevsky, or not Bert or Chandra. Hope that helps. It's odd. Yeah, only if we have power like 846 we could go both ways. Yeah. Sounds like a little bit of a miscalculation by the Kingdom leadership, but we all do it. We all think our britches are a little bigger than they are. I've been guilty of that myself, so I can't throw stones. Where did the rally go? Did they break the rally? I guess these were reinforcement rallies. Is that right? Could they have been? Did I just miss them? Or did they just go over to this city here? Because that guy's basically zeroed. Yeah, they're not here anymore. Huh. Weird. Let's go back over to the level 6 area. Those rallies look like they are over, and they do not have the pass, so looks like it could have been a reinforcement problem or something like that. Daddy Tex coming through with another Pakal Herald rally. Any other rallies that we see? Everything was just coming back. Drago Boudica Prime 5551 good question mark. Usable. Expertise is better, right? Fourth skill, archers deal increased damage to infantry 5%. It's okay, not great. Healing factor 800. When attacking troops receive healing factor 800 after using active skills. Those are 2 heals, but again, it's only 2 times as effective, so it's not the end of the world, absolutely. The problem is what you're losing is the expertise. The expertise is really good. Increases damage dealt by archers by 10%. Just a full all damage 10% increase. And also when under control effects, the troop has an 80% chance to dispel them. That's pretty strong. Pretty darn strong. Giggity says infantry has one role, and that's to take the PP. Disagree. Although they are mainly for garrison, I'm not going to lie. But I give the PP with my garrison, so how about that? Suzilla GZ coming through with a Nevsky rally. Interesting. Is that a Nevsky Khan? No, it's Nevsky Attila. Nevsky Attila. Coming through. Coming through hot. Where'd that other rally go? Where'd that Pakal rally go? Are they just breaking it on the other side? Like, what are they doing? Maybe it just went really far. It's very possible, too. Yep, there it is. Our Nude Rude says, I killed loads of infantry with Bert Nevsky. Well, it depends on the infantry you're talking about. You know? It depends on the infantry you're talking about. It could be, you know, could be Richard. You know? Could be Charles. Until you start getting into the, you know, the Guan Scipios, the Alex Harolds, you're going to melt any and all infantry that's on the field with anything that's recent, for sure. Peace, Frog. What's going on, man? Good to see you. Glad to see you in the chat. Matthew MacArthur, 846 failed the both ways thing back against 75 and 47. I don't know if they failed it. They definitely beat 75 back into their starting zone eventually. And yeah, I don't think they ended up taking the down one, the one that was below them. So I guess you could say that. But at the same time, I don't know if I would necessarily call that a fail. They did pretty well. Dragon, low spender, sort of crappy farmer. Who's that? That's you, I'm assuming? Are you saying that's you? I have 1,000 gold heads. I am infantry main. Should I go call to pair with my Herald? No, I would go Alex. And if you don't have Scipio, just max Scipio. That's what I would do. Because if you're a low spender, you're likely not going to have top tier equipment. And if you don't have top tier equipment, you probably shouldn't be a rally lead. And that's really the only reason you should get McCall nowadays, in my opinion. Prime Gaming Nevsky is 5552 now. I will max him first, but after him, I don't know. Should I max Chandra or Bert? Well, you definitely don't have Boudica done because she's not out yet. I would say go Boudica. And if you haven't worked on Scipio, I'll work on Scipio. Before, again, guys, these latest three commanders, Nevsky, Scipio, and Boudica, they're just next generation. Like, they're... Oh, he's already zeroed. How's he zero with 63 million power? He must have his troops and flags. That's the only thing I can think of. He's got troops and flags or something. Anywho. These three commanders, and again, I did this on the video where I gave everybody a new commander max order guide. These three commanders are next gen. These are the ones you should be working on. If you're not working on these, you're working on old commanders. You're working on commanders that aren't as good as the new ones. That's all I'm saying. If I had to choose between the two of those, though, I don't know if I can. They're both pretty similar. I like Chandra because of the 40% damage bonus. I also like Chandra because of the health and defense bonus that he provides. But Bert probably is just a little bit more effective on the field from a damage standpoint. But I actually would probably prefer Chandra because of the versatility. To answer your actual question, but again, I would redirect towards the newest ones if you haven't done that already. Saad, 860. Drago, after Henry V and Boudica, what is the next? What is the Archer Rally and Garrison meta? Well, the Garrison meta is still going to be probably Flavius Scipio or Zeno YSS. The Rally meta is likely going to be Henry V and Gilga, Henry V and Nebu, or Henry V and Boudica. That would likely be the setup. Henry V and Ramses actually looks pretty good too, but I'm not going to go down that road. As far as what the new meta could be, I mean, Jadwiga could actually start to gain a little bit more relevance again. Maybe Jadwiga YSS or even Jadwiga Nevsky may work really well against Henry V and, you know, whatever he ends up being best paired with. We're going to have to do some testing once he comes out to see which one's going to be the best. But in the meantime, though, I mean, I think until the Cav are updated and until the infantry garrisons get beat, right now it's still the Flavius show, the Scipio show, Zeno show, and everything else is just trying to, you know, hurt it. That's it. Arnud Rude, I'm in 846 against 365 KvK. Lots of Scipios. That's right. Lots of Scipios. Basu, what do you think Henry versus Boudica? Henry versus Boudica. Boudica 4 skill is bad, and Henry has 10% all damage in 4th skill. His expertise is great. Ooh. What's your question? You're just asking what do I think? I think if you don't plan on maxing, Boudica 5551 is fine. I think we just established that one. But I think her expertise is really strong. Counter rally. It's a strong counter rally on this Gilga. That's gonna hurt. So to me, that's the play. Like, you shouldn't be really mincing those. I mean, those are the next gen guys. Like these guys, if you're a rally lead, you gotta have Henry V for Archer. If you're an Archer rally lead, I should say, you gotta have Henry V and you gotta have Boudica, 100%. If you're not, if you're only looking for open field, then you can get away with just Boudica. Henry is strong just because of his direct damage factor of 2300. That's one target, not AoE, but skill damage taken reduction is really strong at 30%. That's basically Saladin times 2 in a nutshell, from the damage, and then you get Saladin level skill damage taken reduction for 5 seconds. And you also have increased archer attack, increased defense bonus, and increased march speed bonus outside of Alliance territory. Here's your rally skill, Road to the Empire. So 5515 for open field Henry V. But this is really strong. This skill is really strong. This is what makes him so good. Bees next. Drago, how's this lineup? Guan Leo. Well, I already hate it. Because it's got Leo in it. Scipio CJ. I already hate it again because it's got CJ in it. Saladin YSG, that's a strong pair. Alex Harold, very strong pair. That's your best March right there so far. And then Minanevsky. Also solid, but Mina's going to get targeted, of course. So, from what I remember, you're kind of like a low to mid spender, Skabeeznax, if I remember correctly. If that's the case, I mean, it's kind of probably best that you can get. I still would replace Leo with Sun Tzu. Sun Tzu, or I would move your Scipio over with Guan and then find another March. Like, I would go... I mean, you can even go like an Archer pairing. You can go... I mean, you could even go like a Charles Sun Tzu or something. I mean, you could do anything. I would just get rid of Leo. You can even put Ethelfled with Saladin, and that would free up YSG. You can put YSG with Charles or YSG with Richard if you wanted to. XY obviously would be a decent 5551 or I'm sorry, 5515. Yeah, 5515. William, you need to get 5551 William in there as well. But you know my feelings on Leo. You know my feelings on CJ. There's really only a couple values for them. It's going to be in Arc. It's going to be in Canyon. And believe it or not, it's actually going to be, as the system currently stands, Leo and CJ now have massive value in the new Heroic Anthem power-up event. The way the blockade system works, it's very hard to disengage. So you're going to basically be bringing all your marches and slamming them into all of their marches, and everybody's just going to let everybody go down to nothing. Like, that's how the fights are basically happening right now, which is unfortunate because, you know, it's you're not controlling anything. It's almost like taking the best part of Rise of Kingdoms out of the game by eliminating the movement on the open field, being able to reposition. Isn't Queen Tamar really hot? I don't know if that's my gauge that I'm going for here in the game, but you know, everybody's got their flavor. Giggity, you know what? You know that when the first legendary commander to come out for infantry is Richard, it's all about the PP. Come on, man. Arflex, what's your opinion on Emotep dealing rage debuff on his AoE? It's strong. I mean, that's definitely strong. If you're not a high spender, that's a mistake. That's a huge mistake. He tapped the pass there for a second. I think it's strong. If you're not, you know, already lined up with a bunch of legendary commanders, adding Emotep in is not a bad idea. The AoE, not only the AoE rage reduction, but also, what is it? AoE damage, skill damage reduction? Isn't that what he does? AoE skill damage reduction? I haven't even summoned him yet. Oh, and AoE damage taken increased by 20%. That's good. 30% whenever it's expertise, and if he's secondary commander, he also gains that rage thing that we were talking about. So that's a very strong debuff on the field. I'd put that up there with a Bjorn as far as his value on the field. Maybe even a Mulan. Prime Gaming, maybe I need to get one Archer March now. Yeah, that'll work too. Our nude rude, always use Attila Nevsky and not Nevsky Attila. I agree. We've tried both ways and multiple KvKs, and Attila primary has been the better way to do it. Unless you're trying to bait them out to swarm. Because you can do that. You can definitely bait them out to swarm. If you put Nevsky primary, because sometimes they won't check the secondary. And then you'll get a lot of kills because of the counterattack damage is still there. But Valdo Ren, hey Drago, just finished Scipio relatively soon. Should I do Guan after? I would at least get Guan to 5-1-1-1 and then start working on Boudica and then come back to Guan. Valdo, I know it doesn't sound right, but I'm doing some really good work with my Guan at 5-1-1-1. No, he's not optimized. No, he does not pump out the same kind of damage, but it's still really good damage, and you're still doing the AoE silence with just the first skill maxed on Guan. So, yeah, Guan's one of those commanders where he's a... If you're going to max him, it's a luxury. It's not a necessity. So I usually go 5-1-1-1 if I'm not going to max him. And yes, Boudica is far better. A maxed Boudica is far better than a maxed Guan, in my opinion. But you do want Guan's first skill. And you can still put Guan Scipio. It'll be fine. That's what I'm doing on my my farm account that I'm getting 30 million kills on. So, I mean, it looks like the fighting's kind of de-escalated a little bit. 556 is still holding this pass. I think it's been going back and forth. Nothing too crazy, but there is some good fort action for 254 and their compatriots. Looks like more headway is being made over on this side, though. And yeah. Looks like they may have just switched sides, I guess. Everything's on fire. Everything's on fire. It's a good thing for 254 and crew. Arflex, so what's the ranking? Number 1, Nevsky, number 2, Boudica, or Scipio? I personally, so for group fights, I think it's Scipio, then Boudica, then Nevsky. But I think for personal account growth, I think it's going to be Nevsky, Scipio, Boudica. Because Nevsky does so much damage to a single target, it can't be watered down. Same thing with Boudica, but let me show you Boudica's primary skill.
I have no choice save to protect my people.
It goes up to 2300 as well. 1A and 1B. 1A and 1B. I mean, there's just... Looking at these skills, right? Of Boudica, of Henry V, and of Nevsky, like, they're just next level. They're just next level skills. You're getting all kinds of stats. You're getting all kinds of damage modifiers. You're getting all kinds of damage reductions. You're getting all kinds of crowd control modifiers. You're getting skill damage taken modifiers, skill damage done modifiers. Just so much stuff on one commander. Whereas you used to have to pair up 2 commanders to get the same thing that you're getting from 1. It's pretty crazy. Here comes Dentist with his Barca Henry coming out on the open field. Nebu plus Henry seems like a better Attila Nevsky. Yes, those two, from a counterattack damage perspective, could be the Attila Nevsky version of Attila of the Archer rally. You don't want to swarm that. Arnud is saying Boudica will replace Nebu and the Archer meta. So are you saying... So what about Henry V? Are you saying just Henry V Boudica? Because that could very well be the case. Again, these commanders that are coming out are next level. They could replace everything. They could easily replace everything. I mean, you even see it in the Garrison meta, right? Like, Xeno used to be the staple. YSS used to be the staple. And it still works, don't get me wrong. but Flavius Scipio right now is the meta for infantry garrison. It does the best one-on-one trades against what is currently the meta, which is again Gilga Nebu and Attila Nevsky and XY Nevsky. And of course Pakal Herald. But that can all change once Henry V and Boudica come out. I think it's gonna be a rally meta again. It's gonna be a rally meta again. Ryan, who do I think will win this KvK? I don't know, man. It's going back and forth. I think 254 having two other coalitions over here is definitely helpful. But I also think that 556 having all their reinforcements right at the fighting area is also very helpful for them. So, we're gonna have to see. We're gonna have to see. I think it's a toss-up. I really do. Like, honestly, I don't know what they expect here. I'm trying to figure out what they expect to do in these level 5 areas besides just fight. Like, I don't think they're going to make much headway. Really, right? Like, there's not going to be much headway at all. Now, I did hear that didn't 254, weren't they able to place a fort? Weren't they able to place a fort in this zone during the maintenance? Isn't that what happened? Or no? Fire camp. Fire camp. That's definitely not it. I can't remember. Mark Torres, welcome to the stream. Arnude says Boudica YHD will be strong. Absolutely. Absolutely. Henry or Boudica for Archer main, but only can max one. Boudica, unless you're a rally lead, and then I'm going to go Henry. Scooby's next with another donation. Thank you very much. Drago, how's this lineup? We already, I think, that's the same donation. I thought it was two. Hopefully I answered your question whenever I read it, because I jumped forward to read it. Get rid of Mena, put Nevsky with Saladin, and do Boudica YHD. Yeah, that'll be a good combo as well. Baldo, hey Drago. I already answered that one. New KvK 1 map in Kingdom Tech is interesting. Excited to play it. Noob. Yeah, it looks interesting as well. I haven't got a chance to really dive into it myself. But it does look pretty good. It does, in fact, look pretty good. Hub. Okay, yeah, here it is. This is 254. So, yeah, they were able to place a maintenance fort. That's helpful. This is also one, I think. Nope, that's a Go 556 one. Okay. Maybe just the one fort then. But it's right at their Kingsland Pass. I mean, that's rough. That's rough. They need to get rid of this. 556 needs to get rid of this, or they will be constantly harassed. It's a big deal. So, Drago, Gilgamesh still super rally commander. He gives the most stats of any archer. Also, he severely destroys Zeno. Yeah. I mean, he's still really good. I don't know if he can stack up just raw damage wise to the new commanders that are coming out. We're gonna have to do some testing. Like I said, maybe it could be Henry V Gilga or Gilga Henry V. I like Henry V primary, but I also like him secondary. So when you look at his talents, he's got the support tree. We all know the support tree is amazeballs for open field and rally and garrison. It's just really great. But then we've got Gilga, right? That's a skill damage commander, which I think is down here actually. Yep. Skill tree commander, should say, not skill damage. Skill tree. They're all skill damage commanders for the most part. And then Boudica is also skill tree. So I mean, you know, looks like we just took the pass, by the way. Level 7 pass. Nebu is also skill tree. So I like Nebu for being primary just because of his talents, but one of his skills really pushes him to be number 2. So, which one is it? Which one is it? Maybe not. Yeah, primary's fine. Or maybe it's who I was trying to pair him with. Either way. I think Boudica needed to be primary instead. Yeah. If we go Boudica should be primary because of her first skill. Deals direct damage and increases their skill damage taken by 35%. It's huge. That's huge.
Grant me the strength to protect my tribe.
That would make Boudica need to be primary. So you would lose the support tree at that point, which isn't the end of the world, but it does, in my opinion, hurt a little bit. Boudica primary would be the play, though, I think. Because of the skill damage taken reduction. Or the skill damage taken increase. Right? Right? I read that right? I've already done a video on these guys. It's just I haven't seen them in a little while. Skill damage taken increase, yeah. KvK 1 with Imhotep is definitely strong. That definitely brings another commander into the fold that could definitely be useful in KvK 1. Even KvK 2, to be honest with you. New commander for KvK 1 is definitely going to be interesting, I agree. Is Julius Caesar still relevant nowadays? No. No. He's still kind of out there, unless your name's Dentist. If your name is Dentist, you want Caesar Barca all day. Our new, yes, you could bait with Nevsky primary, but you will weaken Attila because he has no benefit from the skill tree. Agree. I totally agree. You think Henry Boudica will beat Zeno Flavius like in a rally situation? Yoshino, I think if anybody has a chance, I think it'll be them. But it's going to be tough. We're going to see. We're going to do the testing. The man, I think Boudica should be worked on before Scipio for account growth. Scipio is like a support commander. I don't know if I can classify Scipio as a support commander. I mean, he's definitely made for open field murder ball fights, but he's actually best in slot for Garrison. I don't know if I could say a 2,000 damage AoE as a support commander. And a huge AoE health debuff. Good march speed for open field. Health bonus when you're attacking stuff. Extra additional damage factor. Field thrower. Man, I don't know if I could call him a support character, man. I don't know if I can wrap my head around that one. All right, let's go back. Let's go back to the 916 KvK just so we can say we showed it. We've taken the pass. Look at that. Oh my goodness! Look at all the fights. We're building. Building. Giggity, hey Drago, you think it's worth keeping my Shadow Legion's chess piece for calves? If you've already made it, I'm in the same boat. I'm in the same boat on my 307 account. Or maybe it's this account. Yep, it's on this account, because I procced it too. I frickin' procced it. It's not best in slot, but it's not bad. It's not bad for like a third or fourth march, you know? It's not bad. I don't know if I can justify giving up half the legendary materials that it would take to unforge it. You know what I'm saying? But I mean, it's up to you. It's up to you. I mean, you got obviously best in slot's going to be the set piece, and then best in slot epic is going to be Dark Lord's Blessing, which is really good too. I mean, I would rather have those two things if you're asking me which one you would rather have. But especially if you have it procced, like I procced this on the first craft. So I can't in all good conscience destroy that. I just can't do it. Can't bring myself to do it. Even though better judgment says that you should. 623 Logan, doing well, buddy. Thank you for asking. Glad to have you here in the chat. Nick 9, hey Drago, how's it going with the 30 mil account? So that zone has been taken officially by 2238 and 2234, I think, are the two kingdoms. It's whatever one is DR34 in. They've officially taken that zone over. I've been running in there and trying to find some open field, like barbarian killers that are, you know, peacekeeping that I'm trying to kill, get some T4 kills. But kills are hard to come by until we get the altars opened up, and of course when level 7 passes open up. So right now I think I'm at like 5.5 million kills or so on that account, which is a good start. I got that all in basically one day, so that's good. That's good. That's good. So as you can see, we've taken the level 7 pass of the level 7 area without any contest, because again we've got all the fortresses around all the level 7 areas to ourselves. They're all ours. Now this could be under duress here. We do have a Jadwiga in that pass, so it should be fine. But because they took the ancient fortress here, which you can do from anywhere on the map, you don't have to be connected to it to get it. They could actually attack this pass and come in here, but again, it won't do anything. Everybody's still on territory, but they haven't been able to get through these passes at all. So Mark Torres, welcome to the stream. There is no competition. I agree with you on the Henry Nebu statement. Jax 211, are all those commanders coming to the dailies or not? I've heard, and I've seen reports, and I've seen screenshots, and I did send that out to my members a few days ago, by the way. For those of you that are members of the channel and have been supporting the channel financially, you got a nice little message. I want to say it was maybe 3 or 4 days ago, saying, hey, just saw some screenshots that all the commanders are coming to the dailies, or at least everything up to like XY, which is pretty strong. Shelby, is KvK 1 skin and 8% all troop type 2 of the best skins in the game? Yes. Yes, they are. Open field, definitely. If you're rallying or garrisoning, you're still going to want to have the 10% skins. 8% isn't as good, obviously, as 10%. And we're not doing mixed troop garrisons like we used to with YSSDO. Yeah, look at that. Level 7 passes are taken. So those are taken. These are taken. These are taken by our coalition ally. As well as here. Nice. Still haven't taken this one yet, but we'll get it. So yeah, this Desert Conquest has basically become very, very boring, guys. This is a great KvK if the sides are even. Okay? Desert Conquest could be one of the best KvKs in Rise of Kingdoms. But the matchmaking has to be on point. If it's not, and one side is dominant, then it becomes very, very boring very, very quickly. Just to give you a heads up. Simone, what do I think about Saladin Ethelfled? Very strong. Very strong. Yeah, Matthew MacArthur, both of them did the maintenance forts, 254 and 860. Speaking of 860, let's go check that KvK out. Let's update everybody on that. Boudica Imhotep might be a decent support combo. Sure. I mean, I think you're wasting Boudica with a non-skill damage dealing epic commander. Maybe the original Boudica, like OG Boudica in KvK 1. That might work out. Wim Van O'Evelyn, welcome to the stream. Good to see you. Logan, will you go for the Zenith skin? No, probably not. Unless it's really cheap, then I'll go after it. Kurto Khan, hey Drago, minimum investment on Boudica, 5551. 5551. Also, yeah, I think I stated on my video about Boudica and Henry V, different builds, and also the what you can do it without maxing her. Arflex, Henry plus Boudica rally seems like a perfect counter to Zeno Flavius on paper, but we all know on paper doesn't exactly play out in Rise of Kingdoms, right? On paper. That's why we got to test. That's why we got to see it. So 860's definitely come back. They've taken this zone over, which is good for them. That actually frees up 34 to go assist on the right side, which they desperately need to do. And that bodes very poorly now for 1021. And again, I think it's 603, if I'm not mistaken. Because they will effectively be locked in unless 93 can come over and help them. But they're a long way away from doing that. And there's a lot of flagging and forts that need to be gone through to do that. So it's going to be interesting. It's going to be interesting. You got 2224 over here. I'm sorry, not 2224. Yeah, it was 2224. That's right. 2224 and 93 are allied. They could come over and help unlock 21 and 603. 34 is going to need to probably go both ways, but mostly focus to the right to help their camp allies or their allies from another camp, 965 and 501, because they're getting locked in currently by 93 and by 671. Then 2345 is going to look to probably try and be a buffer from 34 coming across. So this is going to get interesting. This KvK is by no means over. Everybody's still in play, but 21 and 603 are going to probably have to take a little bit of a breather until some of their allies come over to help. Same thing with 965 and 501. Although they do still have a few forts over here. But it's, you know, they're kind of just here. That's it. 501 has a fort that's burning over here. That's about it. It is taking 671 quite a long time to get them, you know, handled, though. Something to consider. This needs to start getting burned again. Maybe if they kept burning this stuff, it would be down. Just saying. It's been this way for days. For days. Mark Torres, sir, question regarding a 30 million kill video. In your opinion, for infantry, Herald Alex better than Pakal Herald for 30 million gold? Yes. That's why I have them ranked second instead of third. For sure. The skill damage. The instant skill damage is what does it. Unless you are max tech, Pakal Herald is not going to give you the same counterattack results that Alex Herald will give you regardless of tech. They proc off instantly. They proc off early. They proc off often. That's why you get those heavy kill counts from those. Although I will say I have been very pleasantly surprised on how much kills Nevsky has gotten. I've gotten almost 1 million kills just from Nevsky in this KvK, which has been pretty strong. Now, a lot of that has been farm killing, so you have to kind of, you know, bear with it on that. But it's kills. Neath, yeah, level 7 pass is already open, but again, they were uncontested. We've already kind of locked that KvK down in 916. Our side was definitely overpowering from a size and, I guess, activity standpoint. Giggity, mine's not procced. I might just have to. Yeah, I mean, if I was recommending what you should do and what I should do, I would say do it, but having one myself and having it procced, I think because it's procced is why I haven't done it yet, honestly. Like, how often do you proc legendary equipment on the first try? I think that's probably why I haven't done it yet, if I'm being fair. Be Ruthless and doing very well. Thank you for asking. Welcome to the chat. Looks like Arnud dismantled his Shadow Legions as well. Again, takes a big man to do it, but I would recommend it. But again, I personally, you know, I'm not sure if I'm going to, just because it's procced. Like, it's procced. Like, I'm going to have a hard time doing that. Everything else is pretty clear on this area here. But again, look, I mean, 860 is definitely taking over this area. I'm curious if they're going to try and go into this area or not. Or if they're just going to wait until the level 6 passes open up. Or, you know, just see if they want to come through here. I don't know. We'll see. We'll see what 860 decides to do. Strategy has been a topic of late from 860, so it'll be interesting to see which way they decide to go with that. Honestly, though, let's go back to this 1254 KvK. That's really where the action is. What's the usable state for Honda? I think I've got a video up for that, if I'm not mistaken. But first skill definitely needs to be maxed. The March speed bonus is definitely nice. $5511. I mean, I'd prefer to have the 4th skill as high as possible. You like that skill damage stacking increase and the troop capacity bonus. So 5515 would be optimal non-max. 5511 is usable. And then max is obviously best because you get that basically immune for 57 turns for the most part. Not immune, but you understand what I'm saying. Like, he's super hard to get to take down right after bringing him out of the city. Alex Scipio, who's primary? I know you'll say behind Guan, but I can't replace my Leo, as I have no one for Alex then. You have Alex Tamiris, you have Alex Sun Tzu, you have Alex YSG. All are better than Leo. But if that's your decision, I like Scipio primary, reason being a support tree. Support talent tree better than attack talent tree, in my opinion. Peter Nodlin, worth building Attila. I got XY and Nevsky expertise. Well, I mean, Attila Nevsky is one of the premier rallies right now in the game. But I would also say there's going to be Cav commanders coming out very soon. I might tell you to wait. Richard Clark, would you consider doing an instructional fighting vid for newer players? Like how to fight, like on the field? I've got a few of those already. When we were in 225, I did a live stream for the whole kingdom that I was in. Like, I just taught the whole kingdom how to open field fight. We also got really drunk, and by the end of it, it was kind of a slurry mess. But there's some good stuff in there. There's also probably some updates to do, especially with the blockade system that's coming out, and the Archer Tower system that's coming out, and things like this. But yeah, I would definitely, in fact, that's been on my mind to do like a quick little tutorial on optimal ways to field fight, or things to do when you're doing rallies. Like, as a rallier, you should be focusing on this, this, and this, you know, that kind of thing. But I do have some stuff on the channel already if you're jonesing for a fix in the meantime. Busy, sister-in-law. Oh, yeah, both on one account, Shelby. That's nice. That's nice. Should low spenders choose archer troop type? Please finish my confusion. Abdullah. No. Archer commanders are one of the most expensive commanders in the game. Cav are actually one of your least expensive commanders in the game as far as value goes, because you have access to a lot of them on the daily chest if you decide to do at least a little bit of spending. You also have really quality legendary commanders. Now, equipment-wise, it's actually not bad to be Archer because the revival set is very strong. But you can also get very, very strong equipment on Cav as well, with Dark Lord's Blessing, with Gladiator, with the Seth's Brutality. And you can even use the Expedition Warhelm for the helmet, which is a blue piece. And you can even go and use like a Windswept boots. Or boots. Not bad at all. Apparently I haven't been paying attention. What KvK format is this? So the one with 860 and 254, these are Strife of the 8. The one that I was on in 916, that is that's Desert Conquest, which, again, I'm going to do a video on that, on exactly what my feelings are and who should be doing that KvK. But if it's a one-sided KvK, it gets very boring very quickly. Midget coming in with a €5 donation. Thank you so much for the Karate Doge sticker. Really appreciate that. Thank you for the support. Very helpful. Guys, also, if you haven't done so already, hit that like button. Subscribe if you haven't done so already. I've also revamped all of my member tiers as well. Not all of them, but I've added more member tiers. If you're interested in some of the services that come with those member tiers, you might want to go take a peek. If you need to have a quick link to go do that, in the description below, it says join the community. It's basically just my channel name /join. It's like SW is pushing back 556 TR here as well. This looks like some pretty minor skirmishes, like nothing crazy, right? Like, This wasn't like it was yesterday. I'm actually leaning to believe that maybe the other side is better. The other level 6 pass area might be a little bit better from a rally standpoint. I'm not really seeing a whole lot of contentious stuff because a lot of stuff's on fire. You know, 556 stuff is on fire. Yeah, I mean, even stuff that 556 is connected to, they're not able to burn. So it's kind of a standoff right there. But I think down here is probably where the best action is, I would say, yeah. Still rallies going off. Lots of city rallies anyway. Good open field fights here. Giggity, hey, you guys seen if Attila Nevsky has been good open field or mostly for rallies? It is good for open field, Giggity. It is. Silver Guru, welcome to the stream as well. Good to see you, my friend. Cheers. Vasu says, on the topic of skins, 15% infantry attack better for 3 infantry, 1 cav, 1 archer setup, or go for Twilight Falls. If your infantry setup is not like Richard Charles, then yes, I would actually go Twilight Falls. 5% skill damage will benefit all the marches. I'm assuming you're going to have like a Guan and a YSG and a Sun Tzu and Charles and Alex and a Herald at a minimum, something like that. If you've got 3 infantry marches, you're going to get more benefit out of the skill damage bonus than you will the attack bonus. Problem's going to be, obviously, you get a negative 10% infantry attack whenever you use Twilight Falls. But again, I think the skill damage bonus far outweighs that. That march time would make me fall asleep. Yeah, I know, right? But Abdullah, I hope I answered your question. Archers, from a gear standpoint, are very free-to-play friendly, but commander standpoint, not so much. Not so much. What is the max coins that can be gained in Season of Conquest? I want to say it's 5 or 6 of the gold coins, and depending on which KvK you're in. And I want to say it's like 480,000 or something like that. Or maybe, no, 500 and something thousand. I can't quite remember the number. 271910. Really? Oh, that's a different KvK. I'll check. Anything good? Right now we're just watching some field fighting happening. Nothing crazy. Okay, which KvK is this? 11.4.13. This one. There are 16 kingdoms in this KvK. I don't recognize a lick of them. Not a one. 789 maybe? $789 might ring a bell. I don't know. Here's a rally with a Belisar. Oh no. Lil Pink, don't do it. Lil Pink, don't do it. Do not swarm a Pakal Herald. Especially with Belisarius and other like-minded epic commanders. Don't do that. Oh no, Pink, no. Here comes Farm Resources by Money doing the same thing. Looks like the rally was almost down at least, so that's helpful. But he was still taking 6k white numbers. It's not good. A few reinforcements on that would have been disastrous for those swarmers. Rip indeed. Oh my goodness. Always love seeing that kind of action. I'm not gonna do it. That ain't mine. Abdullah, which unit type I should choose? I was saying, so I think Cav is your best bet. Best combination of low cost legendaries and low cost equipment would be your cavalries. Infantry actually would be the most expensive, believe it or not, because you need a hope cloak, you need a bunch of set piece gear for helm and boots. You can get away with a purple pants, you can get away with a blue weapon and purple gloves, but at least 2 pieces need to be legendary. So Scar, yeah, we were on the 254 KvK, and I realized you said this a while ago, but it seems kind of boring right now. I'm not gonna lie. I mean, not the field presence that we saw yesterday. Yesterday was the blow up day, and of course, yesterday is the day I was sick / tired as all get out because my daughter kept me up all night. Scar, when's Cav Commanders dropping? I would say probably the next couple months, be my guess. Enough time for anybody that's VIP 14 or higher to at least acquire enough to go 5551 on one of them. Through the dailies. Through your daily free chests, I should say. Ruthless. So, no. No. Attila Takeda is definitely strong on open field still in certain areas. Again, I made a video where he was the #1 choice for getting 30 million kills in the KvK. But Attila Nevsky open field is very strong. You should try it. It's pretty impressive. It's impressive to watch. Again, one of those things that on paper doesn't seem to make much sense because of Attila's negative skill damage debuff on himself. But it still works. It still freaking works. I think that's just a testament to how good Nevsky is, really, more than anything else. Who is 256 allied with? I believe they're allied with... We have to go back to that other KvK. They are allied with... I think it's these guys. 1148. 1148... Isn't it? I don't know the whole story. I'm not going to lie. I just know 254 and 556 want to beat the piss out of each other. I think 228 is fighting 256 and 148, if I'm not mistaken. So it's 256, 556, 148, and 446, which is water camp. Okay, so that's kind of what I thought. Yeah, water camp's pretty much boned. Then obviously, because they're surrounded on every possible side. Yeah, water camp. Hashtag save water camp on this KvK. I remember now. Pub's asking, which Cav march is better, Saladin Khan or Saladin Double C? Ooh. Man. That question is like asking me which one's better, a tuna fish sandwich or a peanut butter and jelly sandwich. They're both okay. I would probably lean towards Khan just because of his march speed bonus and skill damage bonuses for Saladin. Double C is okay, and he does have a museum buff now, which is nice, but I don't know. I pretty much kind of phased Double C out of existence on any of my marches. Unless we're talking about, you know, Rune Runner, then that's really good. Daddy Ratchet, welcome to the stream. Good to see you, man. Richard Clark, would you do best 1-3-5 March pairs, equip, and builds? I've done that as well. Maybe not overall. I've been doing those up until I think about the last time I did them was Nebu and Gilga. So I do need to update those, but I'll get to those as well, Richard. We only have so many days in the week, you know, and I only have so many hours in the day. Unfortunately, I wish I had way more time in the day. I would have so many videos out, and really, I could even do it. I could do the content. It's just the editing. It's the editing that takes so long. General Kenobi, what's your opinion of Egypt? I think it's your go-to if you're an archer rally leader. Otherwise, I think it's inferior in pretty much every way to Ottoman for every other purpose. I'm pretty sure that's the general consensus out there as well. I'm assuming these are rallies going by, right? Like, yep, there's rally. There's rally. This is in a completely different KvK. Don't quite know where that one's going. It's definitely going a long ways. This guy's off territory. Why don't you smack him around? Alex, Scipio, Harold, Guan, Leo, and Martel. Basu. Is that who you have available? I will go Guan, Scipio, Alex, Harold, Martel, Sun Tzu, or Martel, YSG, and drop Leo. But you do you. Again, if you're talking about a good arc pairings, then keep Leo in there. If you're talking about Sunset Canyon, keep Leo in there. And if you're talking about the doing a KvK with the new blockade system, I would also say keep Leo in there. But for actual fighting, I cannot stress this enough. And I don't know if this is making me a pariah or nobody wants to freaking listen to me. But Leo is hot garbage on the open field. I can't stress it enough. Put Leo with anybody else besides Guan, and how good is he? The reason Guan Leo is so good is because of Guan. It's not because of Leo. And he does not offer that much tankiness to keep Leo or Guan alive. And if you're keeping your Guan Leo march out there until 0% health, you're fighting wrong. Or you're in the blockade system, which is why I started bringing that up. $789, the only one that rings the bell. Yeah, sorry, Scar. Pub, what's a good pairing for Saladin in Season 3? Ethelfled. Ethelfled's a great pairing. Khan is a good pairing too. That's not bad. Like they were saying earlier. Double C is acceptable. Especially until you start getting into Attila Takeda and all those other commanders. But Ethelfled's great. YSG is even better. You can pair those. That's a Belisarius Prime, says Peace Frog. My favorite commander. I swear to God. Oh, by the way, that's a disaster. I want to see that rally, so that if somebody can get me that rally report, that'd be great. Not that I can see it because my chat's broke. How about that? Scar says, I don't have XY, so I do XYYSG. I don't understand. So you didn't have XY. Works super well. I'm assuming you mean Saladin? Like Saladin YSG? AA, Call Herald, in my opinion, is the best march to get 30 million kills. Everybody's entitled to their opinion. I disagree. I think it's the third best. And honestly, I don't even think it needs to be on the top 3 unless you have max tech. If you don't have max tech, it's no bueno. You're gonna take, you'll get kills. Don't get me wrong, but you're gonna have so much hospital full just to get those kills. It'll be absurd. Silver Guru 1148 is in the spot we are in 846 KvK. Yes, yes, and that other KvK, I agree. Love getting all that extra prestige, baby. Let's see some of the other level 6 passes in this KvK just to take a peek. This looks contentious. Well, I mean, they're staring at each other. This guy's got a general title. He's rallying, right? Is he rallying? LN93. Okay. I recognize this alliance too. This is, I think these were in Osiris League, I believe. .2010 KvK looks good. Itachi, you think? Really? It's 27 days in. There should be some action. Am I seeing things right? They're not connected to the Hirons? What? What in the hell is going on here? Did this just start? No. This looks weird. Y'all see this? This map is looking weird. This pass isn't even taken. What is going on? I don't get this. Is this making any sense to anybody? Is this bugged? Maybe it's bugged. No, it's not bugged. I mean, these guys are off territory. You know? It's cool. It's cool, baby. So, Tachi, you think this is a good KvK? This looks like a disaster. This seems to be the only hotspot. Rushy P, what's going on, man? Good to see you. Skabeesnax, do museum buffs apply to secondary commanders? Yes, they do. Yes, they do. Museum buffs do apply to secondary commanders. How about that? Silver Guru says Water is fighting hard against the top right corner in the 846 KvK. I thought that was already kind of decided, though. Like, they were fighting hard, but I think eventually it just kind of... it petered out against the Wind Camp. Oh, they're still fighting. Are they, though? Maybe not. It's kind of done, doesn't it? Yeah, it's kind of done. Yeah, it's old. CLS old HKL? No, that's P34. Is old HKL. 1030 could be what HKL used to be in the original Kingdom, yes. But it's PK34, I think, for where the main HKL players went to. AKD, did I like Desert of Conquest? I think Desert of Conquest has a lot of opportunity to be the best KvK in the game. But the matchup needs to be good. If it's not a good matchup, it's going to be very boring. Which is kind of what I'm living in right now, because we just took the level 7 passes without a single fight in our KvK. Nevsky YSG Scar, gotcha. Okay, so that makes a little more sense. And that's a great pair. That's a great pair. Kidding me? Dude says 282-1114. And that was on KvK. Where's that? All them kingdoms look low on alliance credits. Yeah, I know, right? Demar, what's going on, man? Good to see you, my friend. All right, you said 282-1114. It's here. Excuse me. What am I looking at? What am I looking at here? You got a double C versus a belly. 2 farm killing marches against each other. Which KvK is this? This is Strife for the 8. Okay, there we go. Like, where's the, Strife commanders? I'm seeing Sun Tzus, I'm seeing bellies, I'm seeing double C primaries, Constantine primary. Jeez. I would have a field day in this KvK. Oh my goodness, look at this. Oh, I'd have a field day. Pulse Relaxing Music, is there a guide to Crystal Tech upgrade? Yes, there is. I've got a couple of those on the channel. Let's go take a peek. Oh, let's see. 860 pushing both sides again. Just dropped another fort really far from reinforcement. Oh, no. Rushy P. I know they were securing the bottom zone. Are they re-attacking the 2224 zone? Is that what you're saying? That would be interesting. 2224 should seem to be pretty relatively fresh. We got 2 rallies going on at the same time. Zeno Flavius versus Goganebu. Looks like Zeno Flavius is also getting swarmed, or maybe that was the other way around. Now we have an Attila Nevsky versus Zeno. Let's see what it is. Zeno what? Oh, and that one got canceled too. No reinforcements, I guess, for 72 HS. They just don't have the reinforcements to continue their rallies here. Or did they pull out? I take that back. No, they held. This one was already on fire. Interesting. Yeah, lots of stuff on fire. Let's see. Nothing off territory, nothing fun. Big battle soon for, okay. Let's go take a peek at that. 701 896. Buffalo can only have 1 infantry march, Alex Scipio or Alex Harold. For Murder Ball, I would say Alex Scipio, for like you to get 30 million kills on your own, or small skirmish, I would say Alex Harold. Realistically, Scipio does more damage overall than Harold, but you're more likely to get your damage out with Harold because of the way that he operates with Alex and the way fighting actually works. So this is the big fight, or? I don't feel like this is a very big fight. Did you give me the correct coordinates? Searching around for dots. I don't see any super exposed here. Yeah, baby shark getting the pee-pee. Huge fight. Yeah, I think Rushy P nailed it. Laugh with a little tear. Huge fight. Yeah, they're rallying that fort. Maybe I'll just kind of stick it over there while I'm answering y'all's questions. There seemed to be some pretty good activity. Yeah, it's good activity right here. There's Chiscool. He's gone down in power a little bit. He's lost about 500,000 troops. He's lost about 500,000 troops. That's not bad. Maybe more. Sitting in there just chunking his cabin there. Oh, King of Armenia, I miss you, buddy. I miss playing with King of Armenia. That's old KvK 2 days, the original KvK 2. Like 3 years ago, KvK 2. This is Redline. Interesting though. Like I feel like between Chiscool and King, they can swarm this XY Nevsky. Or are they just getting really good reports and they want to keep killing their troops? I feel like that's not the case though. It's getting swarmed. I feel like between all these cities over here, that XY Nevsky should be swarmed pretty easily. Yeah, Demar, as far as the Desert Conquest KvK, again, it's become boring city because we're dominating that KvK. Desert Conquest, like I said before, will be a very good KvK if the sides are even. If it's an even matchup, it's very, very strong. KvK, and might actually be the best now that they may change Heroic Anthem with the blockade system and all that. But if the sides are not even, if the allies are not even in that KvK, it becomes a boring fest really quick. Yeah, I would hope they're getting really, really good trades for them to not swarm that XY Nevsky. But, you know, who knows? I'm sure Chiscool's pumping his troops in there. Yeah, he's gone down another 2 million power. That's 200,000 T5, so... I think he started at 174 this morning, if I'm not mistaken. So he's down about 700,000 troops. Of course, that could also be partial hospital as well. So we'll have to see how that plays out. Miss King of Armenia being above 200 million power. Yep. That's when I remember him, back in the old days. Anything going on at Pass 7 where 254 dropped the fort? That's where we're looking at. Thank you very much, Demar, for recommending it. New chords. I don't know if I can trust you again, Pulse. That huge fight was about 7 people on the open field. I don't know if that was the one that got my pants tight downstairs. You know what I'm saying? You're very welcome, Buffalo. Right now, Desert Conquest, if it's an uneven KvK, it's a great recovery KvK. Because not only are you taking half dead on pretty much everything, you get half your troops back of the half dead that you take. And this is the first KvK where I haven't had to ask somebody for resources for fighting. It's pretty pathetic. This is the first KvK in probably a year and a half where I won't be maxing my tech. Like, there's no point. I don't have the time to just sit there and max it with PvE, so I'm just not going to have max tech from this KvK. We'll try and get it to where I get all the blue crystal chests so I can have it ready for next KvK, because that one will be a good one. But Scar, saving for new Cav commanders at the moment. Drago, do you think there'll be more field or rally? Well, I mean, technically, I think Bertrand and Nevsky was supposed to be the next gen. Bertrand, not so much. Kind of fell flat a bit. but he does have technically 2100 damage factor. So, I mean, that's something. Plus, there's a couple other little proc things in here. But I think Nevsky's the only decent one from there. I think Jadwiga's actually due up to have a refresh. So I'm wondering if actually once Henry and Boudica start getting really good on the open field, if they don't have another Cav Garrison come out this time, I think that might actually be the play, because that will be the counter what will likely be the next meta rally-wise, which will be archers, which is great for me in 307 because I have fully iconic and procced archer equipment in 307. That'd be really good. Oh no. 2224 is a little bit of a downtime right now. Is that what you're saying? Okay, I'll go take a peek. 769885, huh? Okay, this looks a little more enticing. It's still behind the pass, though. There's a rally going on as well from 2244. And here comes the TR rally. That's good. They got to be careful because these are two different camps. So if one of these takes it, the rally will continue. They're going to need to make sure they cancel that right away. Demar says they removed the new blockade system for a fix. It's still on. I tried it this morning. They changed the arrow towers to only take a minute instead of 2 minutes. Or no, yeah, a minute instead of 2 minutes to make. If I recall correctly. Maintenance. No, that's not it. That's not it. Did I miss it? I might have missed it. Huh. I missed it. Somewhere. That's a lot of big boys coming through the pass there. That's a lot of people coming through. Look at that. Right, Paulson, I got you. I'm getting the total picture now. Five, 5, 6 are on the retreat. 254 has the pass, and they are pouring through. Is there any kind of rally situation? You can rally foe if you want. Rally Astral Walker, he's off territory. Rally Triple C, he's off territory. You can rally Venny, he's off territory. You can rally 7DR, off territory. Seven Baroon, also off territory. Tons of farms to be killed. If I was on my 30 mil kill account, my farm account, I'd be having a field day. Of course, I'd also be having a lot better fun open field fighting instead of the blockade system. Rushy has too many archers. Well, yeah, that's going to change once Henry and Boudica come out, my friend. If you're in a KvK, whenever those two come out, you're going to lose a lot of archers at KvK, I want to tell you that. Oh, I see. You're saying power up is gone, Demar, right? Like power up option is gone. So arrow towers and blockade is not active at that point. We knew this was a pioneer one. That's why I wanted to make sure I got an account in there that could showcase it for you guys and give you the skinny on what it is. But I think it's good. I think the blockade system is good. I think you just need to cast it. You should have to cast it. Like you're casting for an arrow tower, you should have to cast to blockade somebody. Just standing there should not blockade somebody. You're making a fortification so something can physically not go somewhere. It's not like people are carrying around walls with them, you know? Blockade signifies fortification. Doesn't mean your body's in the way. As we've all seen, cavalry trample infantry for the most part, unless there's a, you know, a long spear or a pike situation, like a Schiltron with the Scots, or the porcupine formations that Legionnaires did in Rome. They're just swarming down to Xeno. It's getting good trades, by the way. Swarm is. I think everybody here will get a positive trade, ultimately. Animals. Talal, we checked them earlier. 860 has definitely started dominating the 21 zone. And from what I'm getting from other folks in the chat, they've actually switched over to the 2224 zone. And 2224 is not online. So that could be a problem for them. Yeah. Let's go check out the other fort down south again. This is them starting to just burn territory up, which is good for them. There it is. No more rallies. Surprised. If I was 5-5, here we go. If I was 5-5-6. Oh, they're rallying the city though. Raider. I feel like he used to be in 916, but I might be mistaken. I feel like his name rings a bell. Maybe it's either 916 or 225, or maybe I'm just mistaken altogether. Yeah, that's a Xeno, but it's a 73 mil Xeno, so he'll likely go down. Or 79 mil Xeno, he healed his hospital. Yeah, he's taking some damage. 21.2 million, currently dead for Morpheus SW. And he bubbled once he filled his hospital, I guess. Still the same. Probably only caused about a couple 100,000 dead. Maybe. That was a very short rally. Everything else is bubbled for the most part. Oh, Habibi's got a cute baby. What's with all the non-avatars? The empty avatars. Is my game just not loading or what? Like they all have that, like no avatars. Except for Morpheus and Chiskel. Racist. Gotcha, Rushy on the European time zone. Yeah, Foe has a lot of kills. He's been busy. Check 860, we just did that one. Anything with Alexander the Great versus Cav running at them was a bad idea also. Agincourt, yes, that also was bad. That was more, the Agincourt had more to do with the actual elements than it had to do with Cav versus infantry, but yeah, it's bad. My game's just not loading it. Makes sense. Yeah, makes total sense. This Maya came for Esmeralda. Just spin it. I actually didn't spin it yesterday on my main, believe it or not. I'm actually tempted just to spin it 70 times on my main. Because I want to save my gems for Esmeralda's prayer later. I want those gold heads. I wouldn't mind getting the city skin. 5% cav defense is not bad with archer health negative 5% for this account because I only really use cav and infantry. I also want the epic materials. Those are very strong. Miss Maya says, no, go do it. Go do it. All right, just for you, Miss Maya. Just for you. Just for you. And then we'll probably wrap the stream up. I mean, there's not really much to watch, guys. We're just BSing around for the most part. Everybody's on Chiscool stream anyway. But I love you guys for coming over here and spending some time with me. All right, so let's just do 70, right? All right, so 1 epic material here. You're going to screw me over here. 2 epic materials. Let's do the half off one here. Ew. Ew so far, Maya. Ew. Ew. Okay, this is better. 5 epic materials. This is strong. Yeah, this is why Dmar. This is why I was kind of like, you know, I wasn't really super excited to open Esmeralda this time. I need blueprints more than materials right now anyway, to be honest. Like, and then I get shit like this. Ugh. So bad. So bad. Maya, go away. Go away. I might just spend it 40 times. This is so bad. So bad. Ugh. Better, but still bad. Rushy, I usually get really good luck on Esmeralda. But because Maya wants me to do this, that's why I've got bad luck right now. This is my main in 916. This is my main in 916 account. It actually wouldn't be bad to spin this on the farm account in 75 because I get the purple blueprints. It's actually not a bad idea. I don't think I have many gems over there either. Oh my god, so bad. I'm just burning gems. There's no reason for it. I know, it's so bad. Miss Maya got her membership worth on this pull. Let me X out of it. Let me X out of it and, like, you know, compose myself. It's really bad. That was really bad. Ugh. I don't want to do it anymore. No. Honda 5531 or equivalent with Trajan better than Ethelfled. Maxed and Museum Relict Trajan or not. So are you asking Trajan or Ethelfled, or are you asking Honda or Ethelfled? I know, Silver. Thank you. At least somebody's looking out for me. Miss Maya's like, no, burn your gems. Burn them. I don't want you to have them. So bad. Sunil, are you asking for Honda, or are you who are you trying to replace? Honda or Ethelfled? Okay, so for damage purposes, Honda 5531 is actually really good. Ethelfled maxed and Relict is nice, but it's not going to do anywhere near the damage that Honda does. But if you want the debuff, obviously Ethelfled would be the way to go. It's just a matter of what purpose do you want to use. That's it. Hey Drago, should I prioritize account or skill damage skin in KvK shop? When you say account, what do you mean? Accessories. Okay, accessories. If you can make the accessories are better. Those are unique. That being said, if you're running all one type of troop for the most part in the open field, and or you have all skill damage commanders in the open field, then you can go Twilight Falls, or you can go after the Cav skin, 10% Cav if you're a Cav account. But if you're like a free-to-play player, or it's going to take you a year to make one legendary accessory, then I would go after the skins. You're going to get much more value. Now, I will say you should also get rings every single time. You should buy a ring, because that's going to be your best accessory to craft every single time. Yeah, Scar, I'm kind of with you. I've definitely lost my value with Trajan. And it has not. Honestly, it really has nothing to do with Trajan. Trajan's good, but all the other commanders that have come out are just better. So again, are you willing to bring out Trajan whenever you have a Nevsky sitting there waiting, or Scipio or whatever? Yeah, Holy Knight's Treasure is coming in 2 days, and depending on what the materials are, or not materials, the blueprints are, that could be pretty valuable for me. Sorry, Maya, I don't think I'm going to use any more of my gems on that. That's a little rough. That was a beating. I already took a pretty good beating. That was about 35,000 gems for absolutely squat that I just burned right there. So I think you got your value there. I don't want to do it anymore. I don't want to. Nicholas, I have 2 infantry, 2 archers, and 1 cav, all of them kind of doing high skill damage. Then yeah, go Twilight Falls. If you don't already have it. Sunil, also I will have 660, just do it. I have 660k KvK coins by the end of my KvK. Shall I go for Persian Dreams? No. No. 3 infantry, 1 archer, and a Trajan march. Sunil, I mean, I would kind of go for accessories at that point, because, I mean, obviously, so Twilight Falls has a negative 10% infantry attack debuff, which does suck. But if all of your troops are still skill damage, I think Twilight Falls would have a good value for you to get. But I would also say that you should be buying the ring every single time, just like I was telling Nicholas as well, is to buy the ring. Like, you need to buy the ring. AA, will you max Boudica on Tuesday? No. I'm going to max Boudica on Tuesday. Why would I do that? I could do it for the views. I'm just not in a KvK where he's required. That's my problem. If I was in a KvK that she was required in, I would max her day 1. Absolutely. But I'm not. I'm going to get her on my 916 account, and I'm going to get her... Ooh, King of Armenia rally. And I'm going to get her on my 307 account, both of which... 916's in KvK, but it's basically 1 already. And 307 is not quite in KvK yet, so... There's no rush. Sunil says he has Lucky Coin, Ring, Web, and Dagger. Now get your 2nd ring, get your 3rd ring, and get your 4th ring, and get your 5th ring. That's what you need to do, Sunil. Every march you've got should have a ring on it. Eventually. Rushy, would she work with YSG? Boudica? Yeah. Hell yeah. I've done a video on Boudica pairings and talents. I think at least pairings. I'm not sure about talents because we didn't have anything comparable to actually make the build with. But pairings, I've got a video on that. If you want to go see my best recommendations for pairings. Yeah, Talal. I'm hoping that we match up in 307 with 960. That's going to be an epic KvK for you guys. Especially with my account. It's going to be nice. It's going to be very nice. Sunil, you have Guan Leo, Martel Scipio, Alex Harold, Ramses YSG, and Trajan Ethelfled. 40 times 3 materials every time for a forge. Too expensive. Well, that's what it is, man. You want the best, you gotta pay for the best. You gotta get the best. I'll just stare at Chisco for a little while. Second perspective. While we're wrapping up the stream. 1V or 60 GT for KvK? Oh, KvK. I would say 960 would win that KvK. Because it's not just 60 GT. They've got a couple decent sized alliances, but it's really just 1V, right? Like, it's 1V and then a couple like smaller alliances. They stacked everybody in the same alliance in 1V, from what I recall. I'm assuming they were rallying the flag, I guess. A king of Armenia rally was rallying the flag. Interesting. Yeah, it looks like kind of a stalemate over here. Let's go 5-6. Fort taking some damage from something. Why is that fort damaged? That's 5-5-6's fort. Maybe there was a flag down here. That could be it. It's not going to let me see, is it? It's not. Of course not. Why would it? God forbid. God forbid I try to build a flag in a different KvK. Yeah, it's 1v is 1v. Like, that's it. 960 actually has a couple alliances that are fighting alliances. Hey, is it true you guys are going into KvK after Desert Conquest with 846, not 916? And no. Dear God, no. The reason we did Desert Conquest is to get away from 846. Are you kidding me? In 916, we're a strong A kingdom. We're taught 916 is undefeated unless they're going up against 846. That's it. 916 is literally undefeated unless 846 was in our KvK. Which I think, you know, if you think about it, that's a pretty solid track record. And I also think, if you ask 846, which kingdoms in the past few KvKs that weren't Imperium gave them a hard time, I bet you they would tell you it's 916. I know, I personally gave 13 million troops to the cause whenever I was fighting 846 in the free-for-all KvK. And that's why I've got this number right here. 47 million dead. I've been fighting for a long time, guys. I haven't been farming very much, but I've been fighting. Haven't been doing too much farming, which I should be, but I have been fighting. And this is 5.5 billion kill points plus another 200,000 kills. That would probably equate to another 2 billion to 3 billion kill points if they were tracked. Yeah, we have fun in 916. And Desert Conquest, again, we actually thought we were going to get a little bit more action than we did. But it really was one-sided. It wasn't fair for the other two camps. It really wasn't. 916 is a mismatch on paper for a lot of kingdoms. I'm not trying to toot my own horn. It's just the way it is. 916 is a mismatch. Because the way we're built, right? We don't have a whole lot of power. We don't have a whole lot. But what we got is killer density. Like 11.5 million on billion on T2A. We got SQ16 at 12 billion. And then the next closest one after that is usually KKT6, but it might be Animal House. No, KKT6 here at 5 billion. So we're actually like a mid-high A at this point. Although we do have, I will say, we have a very strong migration class coming in after our KvK, or Desert Conquest KvK is over. We have quite a few very solid players coming in. And BT will be back. How about that? Miss Maya, how come you have checked my KvK, huh? I do what I want, Maya. I gotta get back at you somehow. What do you think about 307 versus 960? I think that's going to be a very fun KvK. And I can't wait to fight in it. It's going to be amazing. And I will cover it because there's going to be stuff to do every day in that KvK. I will be on that on the daily streams like you don't even know. It's coming, baby. It's coming. It's going down. 2224 is starting to wake up, but still nowhere near enough. Sunil, 200 million kills, not 200,000 kills. You just undersold yourself. Did I say 200,000? I meant 200 million, yeah. Yeah, 200 million kills, which would be about 3 billion kill points. 3 or 4 billion kill points. Russia, yeah, that's basically it. Yeah, we got 11 and 12 billion alliances, and then a 5 billion and a 4 billion. But I will say we do probably have enough coming in to fill up our third alliance again. after our KvK is over in 916. We have some very solid players coming over to 916. I've seen the list. It's pretty strong. Yeah, just go hit 10 billion kills, huh? That's good. It's really good. That's a good milestone. He's got other accounts just like I do too, you know? He's got other accounts just like I do that have good kills on them too, so. Because I've got like basically 2 6 billion kill accounts, so that's 12 billion plus, you know, another spread across all my other fighting accounts, maybe another billion. But he's got the same. Yeah, that's true. So before they made the changes to garrison and rally leads, they used to get all the kills. I, luckily enough, changed to garrison after they fixed that, and they started to spread the kills around. So that's something. Well, he definitely does some field. Every time I see him streaming, he's got something on the field, 6, 7 marches. But yeah, I'd rather kill than severely wound anyway, personally. Whenever I have the opportunity, I'm going to swarm it. Swarm something. I think the main difference here, I mean, he's just got so much more power than I've ever had. Not that that matters. That's crazy. Look at his resources gathered. Oh my god. What a farmer. He's basically got he's got a little bit more dead than I do. He's got way more kill points than I do on this account. Look at those farming stats, baby. My god, 34 billion resources farm. That dude is a farming animal. I stopped that after like 6 or 7 months in the game. I'm like, this is for the birds. I'm going to buy my resources. Those bundles are working out great. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, when you add up all my accounts and stuff, it all adds up. It all adds up. Well, he just migrated there too, you gotta figure. He just migrated to 254, so he's gonna be a little low on resources. I guarantee you he didn't give anybody any resources before he left. He used them all on troops and stuff, so. I think he only has one farm account for main account, so he's very active with both accounts and farm. That's good. I mean, I've got my farm accounts that I'm active on, but usually I rely on just my purchases throughout the days and weeks, and then people giving me resources during fighting. Like, that's really helpful. 916 is very strong for that. We have a lot of like contributing non-fighting as well as contributing fighting players. All right, guys, we're coming up on 2 hours. I think that's about it. I was trying to throw something together for you guys today. It wasn't really much going on, but I just missed talking to you guys, so I figured I'd hop on. I'm working on a video. Maybe I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek. Maybe I'll give you a little bit of a sneak peek. Let's hop to the castle real quick. Working on a video right now. It's going to be the start of a new series. And I'll show you the thumbnail. How about that? That I've already made for it. Here we go. That's going to be the next video we do. I've actually started making it already, but I'm doing a little bit more editing than I usually do, which is why it's delaying a bit. But you know, that's what's coming. Hope you guys enjoyed the stream. I know I've always enjoyed hanging out with you guys. That being said, I'll be back tomorrow with a stream. We're going to be streaming, obviously, the rest of the week. And I'm also going to continue working on some videos. I want to be putting out a few videos this week. So hope you guys have enjoyed this one so far, though. And I hope that you enjoy the rest of your day. Hit me up on Discord if you guys need anything. Make sure, again, to hit the like button before you leave if you haven't done so already. That subscribe button if you haven't subscribed yet. I mean, what are you doing with your life if you haven't done that yet? That being said, I hope you guys have a great day. Cheers. Have a good one. And take care.